Hello, my name is Simon, and welcome to the very first episode of SNES Chronicles, where we'll take a look at all the Super Nintendo games in order of their release in North America. First, of course, is Super Mario World, released the 23rd of August 1991, a sequel to Super Mario Bros. 3 that was released on the NES. It came with the Super Nintendo, so a lot of people played it, but it ain't gonna stop me. First time I saw screens in the Nintendo Power, I was completely baffled. If you were coming from Mario 3, it was a huge upgrade. And since it was the first game, we weren't reaching the full potential of the console, it still remained one of the most beautiful games even to the end of the life of the console. The music is excellent. One thing to note is the dynamic effects. When you pick up a star or Yoshi or running out of time, the rhythm or the instruments of the music will change, but the theme usually stays the same. What about the setting? It's really not complicated and it's really not important. You gotta save the princess. It's a Mario game. Gameplay is excellent. If you've played the 2D platformer, even a recent one, you know how to play Super Mario World. Let's take a look at the instruction manual. At the top right, the LR button, really useful. You can advance the screen to the right or to the left, so you can see further down the road. Would have been useful in a game like Sonic. What's weird is the X button comes before the Y button. The Y button seems like an afterthought. The world map is huge for a Super Nintendo game. Lots of worlds for everyone. You got your islands, your plains, your caves, your forests, your chocolates. Your chocolates? Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure the devs were starving. Cause you got level names like Cheese Bridge, Donut Plain, Vanilla Dome, Soda Lake, Cookie Mountain, Butter Bridge. Yep, I'm hungry now. The save system is really appreciated. Cause doing all the levels in Mario 3 is really long. If you didn't know, I'll tell you right now, the items are the art of Mario. You've got your classics, mushrooms, flowers, and stars, but add to that, you've got the feather, which is essentially the leaf in Mario 3. Can make you fly, glide, and die. And the famous Yoshi, which is really useful. Can eat pretty much all the enemies, and when he eats some colored shells, he'll get some powers, like fireballs. Let's just take a look at this. What's going on here? Hey Mario, what are you doing there? Hey, stop that! Don't do that! I think we have a case of animal cruelty here. That's not acceptable. Yoshi is an animal with feelings. What's really cool with items now is you have a reserve at the top. When you press select or get hit, it'll drop down. Just have to recover it. Not always that easy. Mario games always have all sorts of levels. Water levels, everybody hates those, but they're pretty fun in Mario World. And then you've got your castles, classics. And in Mario World they added ghost houses. It seems the devs, like the little ghosts, are mocking you. They make you go around, running in circles, trying to find the exits. Just take a look. Just one example. I'll speed it up for your viewing pleasure. And you've got your switch levels. These levels unlock blocks that you'll find in a couple of levels. Really useful. And the Star World. I don't want to talk too much about it. I want you to find it by yourself. But they mention it in the instruction manual, so just have to say that you need to find this. the most original levels in Mario World. And if you go beyond the Star World, you'll be rewarded. And with all respected platformer and all Mario games, you'll have a bunch of secrets. The Star World is one, but you've got all your different endings on levels, and a ton of ways to make lives. I don't think you'll run out. The game is extremely easy, especially from those who were coming from the NES. And by today's standard, it's still really easy. You shouldn't have any problem finishing the game in a timely manner. And if you have trouble with a level, you just go back to an old level, pick up some items, pick up some lives, and then you come right back in. There's more than one way to get to Bowser, so you pick your path. A really useful tip if you've already completed the level, you can press start and select, and you'll be able to exit the level without losing any lives. Really useful if you want to go back to a level and pick up some lives and items, and not having to finish the level to exit. You can easily see how many levels you completed so far, and when you've completed them all, you'll get a little star. A must. And like all Mario games, you'll have your weird and bizarre moments. Here's a few. And these are not necessarily the worst. Oh yeah, and Nintendo games do have some bugs. If you've never played, you have to play this game. If you've played, you have to return to this game. One of the best titles on the Super Nintendo, and one of the best platformers of all time. I recommend it to everyone. There's a lot of ways to play Super Mario World, but the best way I would say, pick up a Super Nintendo, find Super Mario World, shouldn't be too difficult. Start with that, and you're in business. And this is just the beginning of your adventure. And on that, I'll wish you a good day, a good evening, or a good night. And remember, have fun. Peace. You just saw the first episode of a long series that should come out every week. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget that notification button. If you're interested, we have a French version available on the Retro Junction French channel. You can also subscribe to the Facebook page, and you can already take a look at episode number 2.